You've got kind of like the assassin who's shutting his mouth. You got the war chief who is pleading his own case, and you have the supervisor who is basically talking for the thugs.
Can I use
So
detect thoughts?
the what?
Can I use my detect thoughts?
Yeah, you can use detect thoughts. Do you have to cast it? Like, you have to do anything to cast it?
I gotta figure that out. It's through my telekinesis.
I'm just gonna step over towards
Or my
Bowen and make
telepathy.
sure she's okay. Just bring her into my
I think
confidence.
that
Requiring no spell slot or components, and I have to take a long rest before I can use it again.
Yeah, do it. Are you detecting Pash's thoughts?
No, I'm detecting the assassins.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Oh, the assassin. Okay. So you can see the assassin. You kind of like in a moment of like just place. You hear like his fragmented thoughts because he's not speaking out loud, so it's just like thing here and there. But you can kind of put yourself in his shoes, and you can surmise that he's eyeing up the best place and time to start a sneak attack against the most vulnerable member of your party, but only if given the order to do so. And on the back of his mind, he thinks that he really should not have eaten that full serving of sausage gravy for breakfast this morning because he had to take a shit when you guys went into the amulet. He had to take a shit, and he was like squeaking out fucking sausage farts the whole time that you were walking through the cavern. And now that you come back out, and it's like this is a silent fucking moment, and like he's just worried that any moment there's going to be a river of liquid shit going down his leg. But he's trying to like keep a good eye open for an attack too, and he's having trouble concentrating because of the urge to defecate.
That's perfect.
Yeah, he also
Is that the same
finds it.
assassin that I like picked up and yeeted?
I don't remember. I think you threw. Actually, no, that was the mine supervisor, wasn't it? Because he's a
No, it was
gnome.
an assassin that snuck in, and then I flew
They're
over
both
and picked
gnomes.
him up, and I threw him at a scout.
Oh, actually, I don't know if the mine supervisor. No. I don't fucking recall, man. Sorry, that's gonna be on you to remember.
Yeah, I can't.
Write your own past.
Was there two assassins in the group when it started, or was it just one?
One.
Okay, then that's him. He has been fucking slammed to the ground from 10 feet up. God.
Yo, I kind of do vaguely remember that now because he was the one that came in first to kill everybody. Yeah. Well, sort of. The scouts came in, but he was the first one to make a move. Right. So where did I leave that? Right. You detected his thoughts. So let's assume that after Pasha yells at Boan that there is kind of a pregnant silence. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So Pasha looks around and he's like, "Oh, okay. We're all in one piece. We remember why we're here. The infiltrators, the terrorists. You're helping them. You're helping them sabotage the mine." And you can see he's suddenly remembering what the fuck he's doing here in the first place. And he points to all of you in turn, and he's just like, "That's it. That's it. I know you're trying to pull over the wool over my eyes with your trickery, but
oh my god.
Ultimately, I wanted nothing to do with any of you. We came here to do a job, to arrest criminals, and you've interfered. What is the reason for protecting these fugitives?"
Asha have explained it to you. They're trying to stop a great evil that's lurking.
Yeah, we saved you. You were about to get taken over by it. We didn't let it happen, but it's going to happen to all of Karamoran. And you, Rictus, and the Zentarim are going to be wiped out by it if we don't act now.
And
you sabotage our operations. You endanger our men. You take the food off my family's table.
What did you do before this, Pasha?
It's none of your business. And then, but since you're detecting thoughts, you get flashes of him like herding pigs into a pen.
Oh, he is a farmhand. I fucking knew it.
You're
okay, that's what I'm gonna say. I was gonna say this before, but I'm gonna say, Pasha, don't you get it? There's enough food for everyone. Karamorn could be just as prosperous and a beautiful place for everyone here, but it's gonna be destroyed if we don't act.
I need to make it clear that Davos does not know that Pasha was a
No, I
farmer.
didn't. I didn't know that. I was gonna say that.
Okay. All right, he's processing that. You
That's hilarious.
there's no sense in making you roll insight because the whole party's listening. It's you. I'm sure you can see that it's a difficult breadcrumb trail to say, well, this bad thing was going to happen, so the only thing we could do was to like break your shit while you weren't looking.
No, I don't
And
want to say
you
that.
can tell that he's really not pacified by that argument.
No.
At the worst, he thinks you're like useful idiots to some other misguided cause, but like you there's one last chance for you to be spared. Lead me to the ones we were trying to arrest so I can turn them into Rictus.
Hey,
You may accompany us. You may accompany us and plead your case to him directly.
You want
That-
some Patrick?
That is your only option. Otherwise, we have nothing more to discuss. I'm
Before
very
we leave,
disappointed
Pasha,
in all of you.
can everybody tend to their wounds? And I'm gonna motion to Imogen and the mine supervisor, is it, that's super hurt, being like, we need to take a minute. That was something.
I suppose we can clean up the blood. You're all leaking all over the floor.
Why do you think you're
wounds
not?
seem to have healed, and what are these? Well, he doesn't say my wounds seem to have healed. That's stupid. He looks at himself and he's like, what has happened to me? And you can see the scar tissue on his body, and you can see like Polly is over in the corner and he's holding his finger up like he's about to talk, but he just can't do it. His fucking Adam's apple's all wiggling and shit, and he can't open his mouth. And eventually, after a couple seconds, you see Imogen wander over, and she's just like, there's like a trail of blood behind her, and she's like dragging one leg.
She's naked
And
as
she
fuck,
goes,
isn't she?
No, she's wearing a robe. She just opened it for a second so you could use it to pull her or whatever happened. I think but
She was
back
naked
in
under the robe.
Yeah. As many orcs probably are. Fuck, what did he
I'm totally naked under my clothes.
So
Usually-
Imogen walks up to him without saying a word, and then she tauntingly takes his hand, and she looks up at him because he's a good 3 feet taller than her, and she's just like, Pasha, they're gone. They're gone. And then it's like cut to black, short rest.
Short rest.
So that's
You
all
got
you
to do
need
it to us, right?
Nope. No,
Don't
short
say it
rest.
like that. Whoops.
How you doing a short rest? Do you right click on it and
You do this. What? GM, party taking short rest.
perfect?
And I guess
Oh,
roll
I
your. I don't know what it does to your hit dice when I click that button. So, but the game keeps track of them. So roll them as you see fit. I'm gonna fill my coffee. So let the drama build.
All right, everybody, take out your temp HPs.
Fuck yeah! I'm back to full health and didn't have to use all my hit dice. We get rid of the temp HP.
You can only use half your hit dice on a short rest, I
No,
believe.
you can use all of your hit dice. You only get half of them back. At
On a long rest?
I'm like 87% positive of that because we had this discussion once before.
Yeah, it does start to sound familiar there.
that sound familiar to anybody, guys?
You can use one or more up to your level of hit dice. So we're all level 8, and
So-
roll them.
So that's
So-
all your hit dice. You get one per level.
Right.
I was thinking this, guys. I was thinking the rules were. I explained it, but I was muted because I'm an idiot. But does this sound familiar? That it was like you get 2 hit dice back on a short rest, and you get half of your hit dice back on a long rest. I think that's what it was. So it's
I
like
don't
you're
know
supposed
about
to use your hit dice before you rest,
Oh.
and then you rest and get 2 back. I don't know. I want Kote to hit the button again so we can see if we get more back. Or do you only get them back on a long rest?
Yeah, I think you only get them back on long rest.
I mean, Google or my PHP would tell me, but I don't feel like looking up either of those because I'm smoking a cigarette.
Oh, well, yeah.
Don't announce it, asshole!
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously.
okay.
Sean, what do you think about that? What the fuck were the rules again?
Short rest.
All I know is you're definitely supposed to use your dice before that short rest button gets hit. That's all I know.
That's what I'm thinking. And then you can use up to half on a short rest.
No, I
use
honestly
4.
believe that it's whenever you short rest, you use your dice. You don't get any dice back, but when you long rest, you would get half the amount of your HD back as dice.
Yeah.
So
you get
basically, if
4
you wanted to
back when you long
replenish
rest.
it to full, I think you got to do 2 long rests before you can replenish it to full.
Yeah, but does it? I was thinking the short rest gives 2 back, or gives
No,
none.
it'd be
Gives
half or
none, right?
nothing.
Okay, so it's a long rest. Okay, so I used half of mine, and I'm at 3.
Yeah, I used half
so
of
I'm
mine
good.
as well.
Yeah. So until we. Oh, short rest hit dice are a way of recovering your lost health over a short rest. Short rest period is downtime, at least 1 hour long. Each character does nothing more than strenuous eating, drinking, reading.
Oh, it's
fighting,
up to their
moves.
character level. Okay, cool.
Oh, so you can use them all on one short rest.
Yeah, and
But you only get half back on a long, so you don't really want to do that. Unless you need to, unless you're like really hurt. Okay, yeah. We're right together. Everybody knew something about it.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep half of mine.
I don't think this Pasha's gonna listen to us. Whatever
He might
happens,
not.
happens.
At least we're full now.
Just drop the amulet back on his throat and just leave him.
Yeah.
Like, fuck,
Oh, you're dark.
we tried.
Oh my god, and then leave him in there? No, because it powers up that round, doesn't
That's
it?
fine, he deserves it.
That's fine. Then
Or we
giant
cut him
Pasha
or we
dragon.
cut out his tongue and turn him into a sheep.
Oh yeah, put him on that wand. Yeah, put his tongue on the wand. Oh my god, that's like even more gruesome. Attach his tongue to the licking wand.
What if we just went around and stole everybody's tongues in Kaer Morhen and stuck it to the wand?
Oh my god, and then turn them into an army of crazy things.
Yeah, be like, I want Mind
my
Flare
God.
Army.
A bunch of Cronenberg monsters.
Just turn them into insane fucking beasts and then just utilize them.
I always dreamed of tearing out my own tongue, putting it on it, and just being like fucking T-Rex. Just
T-Rex, oh my god, that's so sick.
Or a Terrask, that'd be even funnier.
Can you turn into things like that with it?
I don't know. It all depends on what Kote's
Like a
fucking answer
Terrask,
to that
isn't a
is.
Terrask the size of like a city? Or like
Small
a
city.
town, at least?
It's a small city.
Yeah, Kote would definitely have
Yeah.
to make the rules on that.
I don't think he would let us turn into that.
You want to be starting something? You want to join the Centaurium? You
Oh
wanna
my
be
god, and then
starting
I
something?
turn
You wanna
into a
join the
Terrask
Centaurium?
rogue.
Duo
So
or
I'm
ten?
In
half
the
the
middle.
size of a
Yeah,
city.
You're robbing the houses. Yeah. We're settling defenses. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
stealing the stuff now. Yeah. All right.
Pasha's a
Michael
dragon.
Jackson
Yeah.
fever. All right. So did we all heal up and fucking rub one out?
Mm-hmm.
How long is a short rest generally in real game
1
time?
hour.
Oh,
At
fuck.
least 1 hour up to 4 hours.
All right. Over this hour, you come to realize that Pasha was really on edge from that experience. He mellows out significantly over the next hour. As you might remember, when you met him in the prison, he was like eerily calm. And he slowly slips back into that state of calm over the next hour. You can transfer any meta information to him during that hour that you want that isn't persuasive in nature, and we'll just say he knows it now.
I'm just
let's give him the full biography of the group. Like just from where we met to Kaer Morhen to...
Well, if we're doing that, though, just with him only, not his cronies at all.
Yeah, just with Pasha on that one.
We're wanted men.
Yeah, during this...
As well you should be.
So, can we just say that I tell him telepathically during this scene?
If the party consents to that, that's lots of really weird social dynamic for a whole hour.
That is.
And plus the party would have to tell you everything they want to tell him, and then the other guys would be there like, what the fuck are they doing?
One thing I am going to give him to read during the hour is Fisker's letter and explain to him that we hold Fisker in really high regard as our friend, and he told us to work with you, but we were unsure about the state of Kaer Morhen in general, since we used to like govern this place and wanted everyone here to have like an actual decent life. And once we figured out there was something really dark going on, we didn't know who to side with to take care of the problem. But since the problem is on the Zentarim side in the mine, we had no choice but to get more information from the Emerald Enclave. And then I'm going to let him read the letter.
All right, we can do this in real time. So he takes the letter and reads it with great interest. You can see he's a little suspicious when he takes it, but he immediately recognizes Fisker's handwriting. He starts reading it. He gets halfway through. He betrays like a slight titter. He starts to chuckle and it grows into like a barely repressed belly laugh. And then he gets he reads the rest of it in a solemn way, and then he gets when he gets near the end, he's just like, Audrey, too. Take my advice. If Fisker sends you any contraptions that are supposed to help you on your journeys, run as fast as you can in the opposite direction. Then he folds up the letter and he gives it back.
You've obviously never met Plumbard.
You should,
that thing's a fucking decorated hero.
Plumbard? Is that silly hog he rides around on?
Yeah, the face of his enemies is wide upon his forehead, just drilled into the back of people's faces.
Fisker could never build something like that. He had to put a second mortgage on his house to get that thing.
Okay.
Meh, I watched him rebuild it about 10 different times because we would throw it into the river or like shoot it out of a cannon or
I'm pretty sure
yeah, you guys know he's full of shit.
Yeah.
It's just what he says. You can let's give an insight because he's got an ulterior motive in lying about that. So let's have an insight check for the party. I'll just give you the highest value and you can share it.
Insight. Oh, come on, baby. I'm going to get this one.
Fuck yeah,
you did.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Lunar's got a 48.
Yeah. So as an orc who is smarter than the average bear, it's pretty clear that Pash is a little bit jealous of the fact that Fisker can build shit, and he's kind of just a big dumb enforcer. And he hangs around, and Scrog, since you can read his thoughts, he resents gnomes because even though orcs could just break them in half, somehow it's just in the world, it's just not something that's practical to do because
they all drive
society and all that. But a gnome can sit in an office in a fucking fancy building and like make an orc family work for pennies and subsist off of fucking shitty food and no disposable income, and that's fine. But if an orc picks up a gnome and beats the shit out of him, suddenly there's an imbalance of power. Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, but the gnomes are allowed to lord their intelligence over orcs, but orcs are not allowed to lord their fucking physicality over gnomes. What kind of fucking horse shit is that? And he just, although him and Fisker are really good friends, there's still a little bit of resentment there.
I'm gonna telepathically ask him what the difference between a gnome and a bucket of shit is.
Why do you have telepathy?
He took a feat.
Because you took a feat. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. All right. So Pasha snaps at you this time. He's like, "You stop beaming that stuff into my head. We're all here talking, aren't we? Just cut it out, will you?" You can tell he's creeped out by it.
I'm gonna tell him it's the bucket.
Well, fine then. He gives you like a kind of a shrug, grunt laugh. I should like you more. You're a smart guy, but I'll tell you something, Scrog. You're fucking weird.
I'm not weird. You just don't know how to place me yet, man.
Getting a weird vibe off of you, man.
You guys should go fishing together sometime.
You like fishing? I like fishing. Shiny rocks. Do you have any coconuts?
So I'm gonna interject a point.
I want the answer to Hoggy's question. God damn it!
The rest of the mine supervisor and all, they are talking only amongst themselves because Pasha said to them, "Leave us the fuck alone."
Okay.
Anyway, do as you were. What was that question?
Do you have any coconuts?
Coconuts?
Yeah.
Coconuts are unknown in this part of the world, so you actually don't know what a coconut is.
Oh, we totally know what coconuts are.
It was a nice try. Fuck. All right, fine. Run me through your past experience with coconuts so I can place them accurately in the world.
All right, so in the very first episode, I picked up a rock or something like that and picked it up and was like, "God damn it, this is not a coconut," and was upset about it.
Okay, he says, "I don't make a habit of carrying coconuts with me."
You want to go fishing?
What are you playing at?
Absolutely nothing. I'm just going to like brandish my fishing pole. That's like actually meant for like rigging off of the side of a boat that I just carry around like it's a bass rod.
He deliberately, almost like an angry pet, he deliberately stares forward and doesn't look at you in like a spiteful rebuke of your attempts to get his attention with such trivial matters.
Scrog is achieving his goal.
I think we need to figure out one way or the other if threat to Caramorn and your family and everybody else here is real.
What do you know about my family, halfling?
They're here. They're here, aren't they? Caramorn somewhere?
No,
they're home.
They are not. And you can hear just a deep, deep fucking bitterness in his voice.
His wife and 2 children are at his house, back home.
He's really sounding like his. I'm sure the way he's acting, I think his family's dead. To be honest, he knows it.
Oh no!
Insight.
Oh, Sean, you thought of it. Just take it. Yeah.
He seems like he misses them a lot, but he doesn't seem hopeless in the way that someone whose family was dead would. He seems like he wants to get somewhere, and there is a future.
What did Rick?
Maybe he's just really good at lying to himself.
I'll ask him. What did Rick just promise to bring his family back? What hold does he have on you? Why is this so important? Tell me.
Why is what so important, Birdman?
Harvey.
Why do you think taking us to Rictus is so important when we're showing you a clear and ominous threat to all? It makes no sense to me. What kind of hold does he have over you?
I didn't want to take you to Rictus. I wanted nothing to do with any of you, as a matter of fact, as I well told you in the prison. My
You could say that,
objective,
too.
as I made it quite clear, was to take the fugitives into custody, but you couldn't handle that, could you, Birdman?
Face palm.
Mm-hmm.
Feather palm.
I came here to do a job, the job that I am paid to do by the man who signs my checks. Why shouldn't that be enough?
How much does he pay you?
I suppose you're going to offer me more.
I mean, we're a pretty lucrative business.
I see, and for
I'll-
how long?
I'll hand
You're a
them
band
the
of
card.
adventurers. If what my men say is true, you were almost just left as a smudge on the ground of a cave in some mystical realm.
Saving
How long
Well,
will you be paying out for? My children have to eat for another 10, 20 years. God help me if it's 20 years, but the kids these days, they don't move out. He doesn't say that because it's vastly out of character.
I was gonna ask for
but I have
a
to.
fucking insight check for sure.
You can take one if you want. What are you trying to incite?
The fact that whatever the last like 40 words he said was complete horseshit.
Yeah, incite it. He's being totally genuine.
Okay. So kids are in a faraway place. So there's.
He's telling you I am trying to feed my fucking family.
They're
Even if
technically-
you offer me more money, you're a group of fucking, like, God knows what you're going to be up to next week. This guy is paying me a stable income over a long period of time with job security and growth, and I am a success. Why in the
It's
fuck
only
should I?
job- Because it's only job security. If I don't fucking walk into his bar and snap him like.
So I don't understand it, Pasha. What was Imogen saying? They're gone. What does she mean by that?
The fugitives are
I
right.
can only imagine she's talking about the people we came to arrest.
Then why are you still hassling us?
Still hassling you. I
Did you
mean
have
to
a warrant?
leave. Just so that we're clear, I'm pretty sure he was like, you guys come with me, and somebody said, can we short rest first? So he's basically been trying to leave this whole time.
Yeah, but he wants
his
us.
guys were
But
hurt
he
too,
wants.
so.
He's ordering us to come with. Is he not?
Yeah, because you guys are under arrest for interfering with the arrest of the terrorists.
You're not
Oh
arresting
my
me.
god.
We were the
I'm
one
gonna
that were
tell him.
attacked without them knowing. Fuck those guys. They fucking instigated throwing bombs at us. Fuck that noise. Fuck that
If
guy.
he didn't make it clear,
Stab
he
him
still
in the
intends
eyeball.
for you guys to come with him peacefully and be led to jail.
No.
Oh
I'm
my
not-
god.
Or
Well,
at least, like, I mean, I know it hasn't been discussed in a little, like he said that at the beginning, then you guys had all of this persuasive conversation, and
Yeah.
what is about to happen has not been discussed again since then. So, I don't really get the whole why is he staying here thing, because he's basically expected to get up and walk away at any minute. We're just finishing up the short rest with some conversation. So,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
the
trying to
last thing I'm
ascertain
gonna
what
say
this
to him-
fucker's end game is, and I'm just like, that's pretty
Well,
much it. So
he-
we
the
either
last
go
thing
with
I'm
them or
gonna
we
say
don't.
to
There's
him-
no choice in the matter.
The
Well-
last thing I'm gonna say to him though is about the fucking. He's not gonna have that stable income, and this isn't gonna be going on for too much longer if we don't take care of the major problem on this island. Like
That's a
you
very good
don't
point, Davos.
you're just
Alright.
not getting it. So
Ash is inciting on you guys now.
yeah, we're not gonna go with you because you're gonna be fucked in about a month from now.
He didn't
I mean,
reiterate
we're-
that he was trying to arrest you guys, but that was the last thing that was said. I don't know why I shared that.
Or
wrong.
more or less tell him the truth, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's right. But if he rolls a 1, he might think that you're not, even though you are. So I mean, so okay, explain to me again, because when I said what did you transfer to him as far as information, and you guys said basically like your life story. What did you tell him about what has happened so far?
Everything.
I would have told him we'll go buy a Guna.
The amulet, the people we've met in each location.
The fact that Edmund got sucked into a fucking different amulet in a different place in the world.
The fact that Finnick
Right.
died.
During the rest, we'll see. He calms down. As I said, he's calmed down. So we'll have Polly and Boyan join the conversation. Boyan's gonna take over and do some Deus Ex Machina, and just tell him all that shit from like the perspective of the Enclave. And he is going to say, basically, I don't understand how us just mining shit out of the ground is causing the world to end. But if you can make a compelling case for why it's in my best interest to do what you're asking me to do, then by all means make your case. But I
What happens
don't
if
see
one
the
of the
world
mines...
ending.
I'll ask him, what if one of those mines was directly outside of your house where your children were? Would you not intervene?
I would be able to be home by sundown every day. Feed my children with a spoon the way nature intended.
Okay, this is
So
where I'm
what
gonna
if you
tap
take...
Scrog
What
on
if...
the-
No,
Nobody?
Hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
I was proud of that.
No, but why not just take the money we have and go? Go be with your children. Take all of what I have, all my monetary value, take it and go.
He needs
You're-
to know what's going on here.
Let me
like-
make this clear. You're offering me the money that you're carrying on you right now to abscond on the Zentarim. He just bursts out laughing, and for a few minutes he's inconsolable. He's laughing so hard at your proposition.
I don't know what
And
the
when he
word
finally-
meant, sorry.
When he finally regains himself, he says, do you know how quickly I would be killed if I abandoned my organization like that? You must think I'm insane, or you know nothing about the Zentarim. Suppose the cat's out of the bag now, isn't it? And there's a pin on his lapel. Well, his lapel, but where his lapel would be if he wasn't an orc in like a fucking rag. There's a pin, and the pin says International Coterie of Mercantilism, and he goes, well, the cat's out of the bag now, and he rips it off and throws it on the ground, because you all know now that it's the Zentarim, because he let it burst out in a moment of anger. But yeah, he's like, if I abandon Rictus and just like take a bribe to leave him high and dry in Kaer Morhen, they'll hunt me until I'm dead. They'll kill my fucking family.
Well, why not remove a piece of your flesh, give it to Scrog, and Scrog can go tell him you're dead?
You want me to
I
fake
was
my own
gonna-
death? He
I was
mulls
gonna
I
over
want
hit up
you to be
Scrog
safe,
there.
my friend. You're a valiant warrior, and we are very sorry this happened to you. But we need to deal with the evilness in this land first. But after that, I promise you I'll submit myself to your justice. But until then, I need to protect this world.
He reluctantly considers your proposal to fake his own death. What were you gonna say, Davos?
Nope.
I was gonna just hit up Scrog there while he was laughing and just show him our fight with Bayaguna and the crystal, and just make it clear to him that this is what's happening again, all over the continent.
So you guys have described that to him in pretty clear detail, and his take on it was basically like, nature is a dangerous place. Evil stuff happens all the time. Evil manifestations in nature. People break through from other planes. Fucking wizards and devils and genies. They all
Fucking
play their
wizards and
games.
devils and
Yeah,
genies.
yeah. Wizards isn't really inappropriate. Fucking lumping in there and just throwing words at the wall with
Yeah.
fucking devils and genies and all that shit.
Mhm.
Cambions, whatever the fuck. All words. They're all at least trifling with the material plane. They're always pulling their shit. And he's just like,
Okay.
how can you be so sure that all of this bullshit that's happening, Bayaguna could have been some fucking dragon fucking with some mortal and you guys just got in the way? And he's just like, he's considering, he's weighing the pros and cons of your proposal, but he doesn't, he thinks that you're incorrect
What if we
about
just
the
go
world
kill
ending.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
Is there
Go
someone
for it.
higher than Rictus you can reach out to?
Any
I
of
mean,
the
I
orc
can't
clerics
imagine-
that you can talk to? Like, anybody.
We maintain a strict single point of contact rule in the Zentarim.
No, of course.
I know nothing of the operations of the patricians.
So the only person you've ever talked to in the Zentarim is Rictus.
That's beyond the scope of this conversation, but essentially, yes.
So how do you know he's even a member of the Zentarim? Maybe
That
he's
is
just
not
scamming-
a
maybe
question
he's
I'm
just
going to
conning
answer.
you. Still detecting thoughts.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck this guy. I'm not telling him the inner machinations of my fucking cabal. I mean, he's stoic enough not to be thinking about the thing he's trying not to tell you.
Son of a bitch.
So, he agrees to mull over the idea of faking his own death, and then he stands up and he looks at his ragamuffin party members who actually I've forgotten to give a short rest. So, fuck.
Don't forget Imogen too.
Oh shit.
And if she needs it, I'll heal her during that hour.
What level is Imogen?
Fuck. How do I give somebody without a character sheet a short rest?
Just
What-
put all their HP to max and call it short rested.
Did we all get to
I'll do
full
something
health?
similar to that. I'll ballpark it based on what I expect it to be.
Well, I rolled 40 hit points worth of shit with
Heals, yeah.
6 dice.
Yeah, what I was almost gonna say there next is just like,
Okay, I'll say that then.
basically, if you still don't believe us, like, we can't just let you walk out of here back to Rictus. So if you're not gonna believe it, then you're probably fucked right now. Like, I don't know
Okay.
what else to tell you, but
Just as to give you a window to say that, before you say that, he stands up, he looks at the rest of his party members, he looks around at all of you, and he goes, I take this to mean you're not going to come quietly. And now, Davos, you can say this. The thing you just said.
yeah, I'm gonna say, like, if you don't believe us, and after all of that, you being a dragon, us saving you, and I'm gonna point to his party and be like, you guys seeing it and being right there and coming out of this alive. If you think we're gonna go with you, then you're probably fucked right now, because you're gonna come with us, or you're gonna
Yeah,
die.
we at the very least we can't not let this lie. So
Yeah.
we have
What
to.
do you mean to say? And he puts his hand on his battle axe. And he's like,
We have to protect the innocents of the island.
Yeah.
I will return to my quarters and report on the status of the operation. And I will do so now. And then he takes his battle axe out and he takes his hand axe out and he starts walking towards the door.
But what will your report say, Pasha?
There's like mine supervisor here and stuff though too, right? There's other
Yeah.
people.
He
They
hasn't
can't
actually
really
moved.
leave.
I say let them go. I mean,
Uh,
it's
I don't
gonna boil over sooner or
Um,
later, but
Yeah, that's true. They're gonna find out about this anyway, because he's not gonna return, and then Rictus is gonna have some other shit going on for us.
Okay, hang on. He's gonna answer
I'm
Crocs'
also out
question.
of spells.
What's your report gonna say? Well, I will leave out any. And then he looks over at the spot where he was thrashing around like a fucking a meth addict in the gutter. And he's like, I will leave out any extraneous detail. And then he, when he sees that, like, here, okay, after he says that, will you let him make it to this square?
Yeah, I'm not interfering.
Anybody gonna stop him from making it there?
Mm-mm.
You kinda, yeah. I'm definitely gonna be like, whoa, finish what you're saying before you move on.
As he moves from there to there, he says, "I'm gonna." He takes like a 10-foot step away, 15-foot. As he's walking, he's like, "I will leave out any extemporaneous detail." And he's like gathering his guys.
And
it-
release
What
all
does
of the
that
other
mean?
Emerald Enclave.
well, hang
That's
on.
the
He's
first thing I'm concerned with.
well, he's not. I'm letting you guys interrupt him halfway through because I'm not giving you his whole fucking speech.
Okay.
If you're gonna stab him in the leg as soon as he
Yeah,
tries
yeah.
to walk away, right?
Yeah.
All right. So if you'll hear him out, as he's reaches his buddies, he says, "Look, I'll level with all of you right now. I know that you believe what you're saying, but I seriously need you to take a deep breath and reconsider your Armageddon conspiracy, apocalypse, whatever it is. You've all been in the same room together for too long, and you're not thinking straight. This is standard industry, and it can't be stopped. If I don't if Rictus doesn't, someone will. And you can. His thoughts are coming out of his mouth in fragments, but essentially, what he's
Yeah.
saying is if
We got our
he's
point
not there to
across.
do it, someone else will. Yeah, you'd basically have to fill the mine with concrete in order to stop this from happening. There's always
Yeah.
going to be somebody else. And he's like, I will return with the news that the patrol has yielded no results. But be warned, this isn't over. And he turns his back and trusts
Your
that you'll let him
compatriot?
leave, but you may shoot
Hey.
him if you like.
I'm
Hey.
gonna just
There's
wait. I'm
rounds
just gonna
for all
ask
of you at
Kote
Imogen.
something here.
Yeah.
Can I invoke the power of the foil hat, and as he's walking away, stick it on his head and just be like, and then he believes all of our conspiracies.
I don't even know
Conspiracy. I'm sorry, that was so retarded, but yeah.
what foil hat.
He's
Just
gonna make one.
fucking fold up a foil
Oh.
hat, stick it on his head. He's connected to the
Oh.
conspiracies. All of a sudden, he's like, "Whoa."
A hypothetical foil hat. Yeah, no.
It's like
afraid
Jim
not.
Carrey from
Rob-
Batman Forever.
Yeah, no.
Robin Caden's foil hat.
I knew that was a no, but yeah.
You can
that's
all
the
roll
only way.
insight on his claim that he is going to file a report saying that the patrol yielded no results.
Yeah, I would like to do that for sure.
Zippity zap, zip zoopity doo.
I don't know anything, so.
Me neither.
Oh, you'll get the roll of the highest
Oh,
person.
please. Yeah, why
14's
are we
fine.
all failing so much?
14's fine.
I win.
Because he's not trying to conceal his intentions, right? You're just trying to make sure he's not lying.
Yeah.
So you can tell that in that brief moment of quiet, not intimacy or anything, but as close as you've ever seen Pasha come, in that brief moment of quiet that he shared with Imogen earlier, he truly does believe that whoever he was here to catch is gone and they're never coming back. And he sees no reason to start shit with Rictus and start some kind of manhunt when he's still conflicted about what to do. So
You know what to do
you
when money
take him
is
at his
driving
word.
you. I'm gonna sneak
And
up on the assassin and tell him I know he has to poop. But I'm just gonna whisper it in his ear.
okay.
And when he looks at me, I'm just gonna look at him dead in the eye. Like,
Okay. Let's
I would like to rage, I guess.
Oh, there it is. That was you didn't see it, but it was a natural one. It was a critical fail on his constitution save. As soon as you say that, just the fear, the anxiety of being caught out, just he immediately squirts so hard that like you can hear the liquid shit hitting the inside of his
he's done.
his breastplate. Or not his breastplate, his padded armor. And
Holy fuck.
just the river of shit starts to trickle down his leg, and Boanne, who's standing next to him, she looks down and she goes, she jumps back and it's like,
Oh my god, this guy just blasted.
Ollie, he's urinating. So yeah, and then the
Worst.
assassin's just like, oh, well, let's go then, let's go, nothing to see here. And then he's just like, he takes the lead on the way out of the room, and he's like, yeah, marching order from before. And then he's walking backwards now out the door, and he's like, Pasha, come on, yeah, let's go, and he's walking backwards. And yeah, the other members of his entourage, they're stepping through the river of shit.
I'm going to whisper to the war chief when he steps in line there. I made him shit his pants.
He looks at you and he flashes a wry grin. He gives you the finger guns, and then he starts drumming on his thighs to the song that Edmund was playing earlier. He's still jamming. He's still jamming.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they're gonna just march out like the fucking flying circus, if you'll allow it.
It don't matter if you're
I
orc
think
or
we better
elf.
allow it. I honestly don't really want to kill them because we did all do that together. And honestly, like everybody said, I think it's going to come out when it comes out anyway. And this is probably the right time. We can figure it out Because in the heat of the moment with Rictus, if this comes to one big bloodbath or something with him, these guys might change sides if they see what's going on, if things progress.
Heat
Who
of
knows?
the moment.
So as soon as they
Honestly-
get out of earshot, Boan's gonna just fall down on her knees and start clutching her head. She's gonna be like, "No, no, no! After all this time, what are we supposed to do now? Oh, this is terrible!" And Polly's like, "Boan, what's the matter? What's the matter? They're gone. It's fine. He said he wouldn't report us. It'll all go away. It'll all go away." And she's like, "We can't take that risk. I've been working on this teleportation circle for 310 days. You know what that's like? Concentrating on its spell for 310 days? I'll have to start all over. We have to abandon this place. We can't use it anymore. There's no way. There's no way. Oh God. Oh, what is the
Can we dig
Ah,
up the
fuck.
area that you've been casting the spell on? Like, say,
What?
like,
Oh, he's
like-
wondering if we could cut the ground in a circle around
Yeah,
where she was
like,
casting
we
the
like,
spell and taking that square of dirt to another location. Just,
yeah,
oh,
I'm an orc. I don't know how fucking magic
I-
works.
This is just the most exhausting.
I'm an intelligent
Uh,
orc. I'm not fucking proficient in everything, guys.
Look.
Paulie just looks at you.
It could have
and
went worse.
he puts his finger to his lips and he's just like, shh. Like
I'm
he's
a
just
backhand.
gently slushing you. Gently shushing you.
Shushed me. Do you know what happened to the last man that shushed me?
And Bowen starts like, she's not crying because she's a badass, but she's just like clutching her hair in stress. And then she goes, yeah, we have to find Yaggle. Yaggle, where did he go? Oh, jeez. I mean, we're supposed to meet at Hackmeats, but he was probably too smart to go to Hackmeats. He's probably hiding out. The wiry little guy that he is. Polly, will you take a scouting party and go find Yaggle? I'm sure he's not far. And Polly's like, right away, of course. Happy to do your every bidding. Maybe not
Thanks to Sam.
quite that much relish.
Nope. You get out of here, you fucking incel. Go away.
Yeah, he's not a simp. He's actually quite self-assured. You don't know why he comes off the way he does. Poor charisma.
Looking around, there really isn't anyone here, right? Like,
There's
it's just
nobody.
just
No
is
corpses.
the
no
armor
fucking-
smith still here?
No, that's Yaggle.
Oh,
That's
That's who
Yaggle.
Polly was told
There's
to go
no
find.
bodies either.
Nope, no bodies, no bolters. The shit from the festivities is still there. Like all the trash and the podium and the podium's not there because it grew out of the ground. But yeah, just like the furniture and shit's still there. The tents are still there. The fires, there's a couple of campfires lit in various places. Those are still burning. The forge is still going.
I'm gonna go search the forge area and see if I can find anything of use.
Yeah, right on. So Honky starts heading up. Strog starts heading up to the forge. Polly looks around and he's like, well, I mean, who's good in the forest at night? Oh, it is still night, isn't it? Oh God, I hope so. Anybody want to come help me look for Yaggle? I don't want to go out there alone.
I'm going to
You
extend
can
my
see
arms.
in the dark, can't you?
I'm going to extend my arms over towards him with a hand on my shoulder, and I'm going to give him eyes of night.
Oh, gross.
And I'm going to, go with him.
Wait, who the fuck was Yaggle again? Sorry.
The smith.
Blacksmith.
Oh yeah, well, fuck. I
So
just
let
want to
me
what do you
see.
guys think about? I'm gonna say this because we're all here now alone, but I'm gonna say, what do you guys think about me following the group? That just
I was thinking the same thing, actually.
okay.
Just you have to be careful. You'll have no
maybe
backup.
we both go invisible. Oh no, you don't have any spells left, but I have invisibility ring.
No, I cannot cast invisible.
I have the ring. Should I do it?
I was
Maybe just
thinking
follow
for-
them for a short period of time. ensure they're heading back towards the town.
Davos
We're gonna have to
said
go
keep
there
moving.
eventually anyway.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just like stay completely, out of sight and fucking. He's gonna make me do checks though for this, so I should just fucking go invisible.
Or you should just
Do
not
it.
do it. Take
Wait, how
Pash at
long
his
does
word.
invisible last?
An hour, I think.
I don't know
Oh.
if it's my ring that does that.
Yeah, it's the same as the invisibility spell. So 1 hour, I believe.
Yeah, and we're probably gonna long rest at some point here. Yeah, I'm gonna use the invisibility ring, and I'm gonna follow them just to make sure that they're going back to town. And
So, who consented to go with him then? Did anybody say they'd go with him?
I did.
Oh,
Okay,
no,
I thought you were
follow.
just giving him the spell. Okay.
No, I'm giving him the spell and I'm going with him.
Okay, so as you agree to go with him, you look at Scrog walking over to the forge, and you look longingly at it.
I kind of was too when I walked in, saw him going over.
Yeah, God likes to
Well-
spit on the crafters.
But it's
Yeah,
good to go find the actual blacksmith too, right? So that's good. And also, Kote.
Oh,
on
just
the
to
way
make sure
back,
I have all
just,
my
like, keep
equipment,
an eye
right?
out.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm not leaving
I
anything
want
behind.
to keep an eye out for if like they took anyone while we were gone. If like the Oaken Bolters or if there was anyone left, I can't even
Yeah.
remember. So I'm just like Davos
Try-
can't even remember either. But he's just wondering if anyone was actually taken and imprisoned and taken back. So I'm gonna
Try
look
and track it.
for
Those
signs.
bolters got to make a pretty
marks
hefty
and shit.
path, and a big group of prisoners should too, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm gonna look for that while I'm invisible, just kind of following them. Not even close. Like I'm gonna follow them just so I can see them.
Yeah, we'll give you some survival checks. All right, so these three are going to go in front. So, Edmund, Polly, and Lunaris head out the front. And you see as you go out, the ground is well chewed up on this entrance path just from the bolters entering and, the Pasha's army entering and then exiting and all that shit. So you're not going to get any information from the ground right now, but
Yeah.
off you go. And then Davos. So Davos, does anybody know that you're following them? Is it just Polly that doesn't know?
No, I'm not following. I'm following the group of Pasha's guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to catch up to them now. Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
I
that's
said
gonna
it
be
to
tricky.
them when they left, and then I like put on the invisibility and ran after them. And once I see them, I'll slow down and just
Okay.
follow, watching.
Okay, this is gonna take some strategizing.
I'll be honest with you. I'm basically just looking for any of the made javelins, like any javelins that he had already had made. I just want to scoop those up enough to at least refill my fucking ammo.
Yeah, if you walk all the way up to the forge, you find 5 javelins complete on the floor, and you
Alright.
find just a couple in progress.
Copy. I'm going to take those 5, and then I'm going to bolt down to Boanne and ask her what the fuck she thinks I should be doing.
Okay, so Boanne and Imogen have made their way up to where the speech was taking place before, and they're now sitting around a well-stoked fire, talking quietly. And you just hear them say things like Imogen's like, "Oh, I don't think they'll be back tonight, sweetie. Don't fret it. We've been through worse things before, and we'll be through worse things again." Blah 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 blah. And then as you join, if you go and join them, you'll hear them saying just things like that, just trying to reassure each other and being glad that no one's dead. Just pleasant campfire chit chat. Glad that no one's dead and all that. All
Oh
right.
my god, now's the perfect time to have some more of that hookah that Imogen had.
Yeah, that would be on the ground for
Chill
sure.
the fuck out. Take some long
All right.
tokes.
I'm gonna get everybody onto the next map, including Scrog, so we can see what's going on.
And that's actually good too, because you can talk more with Boanne about what the fuck's going on, give your take, and
Yeah. All right. Here's the entrance map that this entire fucking
oh yeah, I
situation was
forgot we
supposed
were
to
in like
take
a
place.
fucking giant druid thing.
Yeah, this was all supposed to happen out here. But
Cool.
fuck me, right?
I like the inner place and the crystal caves are sick, dude. These maps have been crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad I decided not to make them. I
And
mean,
we still have
made
the
actually-
mine. Like the mind map is nuts as well. Like if we go back in there, holy shit.
Yeah, there were some hazards in there.
Yeah, it was
Absolutely.
crazy.
That one had lighting sources and everything. I got lazy since doing that one.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, all right. So there you are. You're at the bottom of the spiral. As you might remember, those cliffs are 6 to 8 feet up, so you could climb them if you wanted to, but everybody just walks a long way because it gives you time to think about your place in the world. At least that's what Polly told you when you guys walked down it on your way in.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned before, those extra doors are not there. Fucking no door.
Whole
Must have been
door.
when I was falling asleep.
It's just the one door.
Whole door.
No door.
Whole door.
All right, so let's see. I didn't bring Bo in, but it doesn't really matter. Put her there for real. Or no, Polly, not Bo. Fuck. All right, so up you go. So you guys are just going looking for a fuckface. As you let's see, you get all the way to the. Actually, Davos would be in front of you guys technically, wouldn't he?
Yeah, let's
No
say I
way,
went
Billy.
Snicker fritzed myself up a few levels, and I'm after these guys just so I can get close enough.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry, Snicker Fritz.
Yeah, that's how Davos runs when he's invisible. Like he's like,
What is that from?
I don't know. It's a type
Are
of
you
weed.
really?
Snickle fritz is a type of weed, but Snicker
It is
fritz, I'm not
It
sure.
is not a type of weed.
I am pretty sure that is the name of the cat from the big comfy couch.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
god, yes, I was
You-
young with
yeah,
the big
dude.
comfy couch. That
Hang
was
on.
one of my
Yeah.
first shows I watched, Barney and
Nickel
that.
You are
Fritz.
correct. You are correct.
So there
but
you go. I am the
Ben
cat from Big
Ben
Comfy
is
Couch.
partially correct. Ben is partially correct because it's also from Pineapple Express when Seth Rogen goes over to the dope dealer's house the first time, and he's like, "Here's this, and this," and then he goes to the door and gives that other dude. He's like, "Yeah, bro, this is Schnickel Fritz," and hands it to him. And he was like, "That's what I give all the fucking idiots."
Yeah, there you
Wait.
go.
You had big
Wow.
comfy couch in America, Hockey?
Fuck yeah.
PBS.
Yeah.
What's
It's
the
a
guy's
Canadian
name we're
clown,
looking for
isn't
again?
it?
I thought it was PBS. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh?
What was the guy's name we're looking for again?
Yaggle.
Yaggle.
Yaggle Younger.
I'm gonna take a forked twig out of my pocket and I'm gonna extend it up towards the sky. It's gonna glow blue, and I'm gonna cast Locate Object on his shoes.
Do you know what his shoes look like? Do you have to know that? I remember we had this before, and once it worked and once it didn't. So what is it? Locate object? Yeah, cool. Are you how are you for spell slots? You're okay.
I have one
yeah, you
level
got
2
last
slot
one.
left.
Nice. I am impressed. Okay, an object that is familiar to you.
Unless he has his tools on him.
You
Or something. He didn't have an insignia, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. The only thing that is familiar to you,
Just cook.
you guys didn't talk a lot, but
What do you mean?
yes,
Wait,
I'll
wait,
let
wait,
you
wait,
do
wait, what
his
do you mean?
tools. You talked enough
What do
to
you
do
mean,
his
dude?
tools.
They had a fucking whole like
I talked to
They
him for a
talked a
while.
bit.
right. I say they had a whole fucking like homoerotic moment making fucking weapons and
Well,
shit.
then
Remember,
maybe you.
That's why I said you can locate his tools. You didn't talk
Yeah,
about
his
his
tools,
shoes.
like his tongs or something. That's what I was thinking.
Or
too.
even the sword that he was working on. One of the two.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, but you're more likely to succeed if you do his tools. I'm telling you to do his
Yeah,
tools.
because he would
Okay,
probably
that's
hang
fair.
them back on his belt or something if he had a few little tools he was using.
Absolutely.
Fair enough.
Absolutely. Little tiny jewelry hammers and shit for fucking
Yeah.
sure.
And you definitely saw them in his hands, so yeah. Guaranteed that's a good one.
And
Good
Polly
idea
was
though, Sean.
with-
Fucking locate him. That's fucking sick.
That is a good spell. Polly was with you guys when you used this the first time, I think, too, right?
Yeah.
Yep, he was.
Good. Good. So you get to the bottom there, and Lunaris casts a spell, and Polly's like, "Wow, man, that spell's the cat's ass. You got to teach me that."
Polly, by all means, all you have to do is believe in Mother's good graces and the rays that set down on the willing.
Right on.
Yep, you heard
All
me.
right. So before you get the results, the spell we'll get to Davos because he's in front. So
Well,
let's have
he'll
the
never be able
survival
to
here
cast
from
it
you.
anyway, Kote, if he learns it. He
No, I
won't.
know. It was just
Yeah,
fucking
it'll take him 6
talking.
turns.
in the parlance of our
No.
time. All right. Just drop a survival check there, Davos. You're going to try and
Okay.
track these guys.
I could get him to take 3 levels in cleric. Shush.
No, I mean he just won't be able to perform it. He'll just fail the rolls 6 times, and he won't get anything
Oh,
from it.
fuck, your dice colors irritate me.
I can't ever read
What?
them until the number pops.
Yeah, I wish the numbers were black so I could actually see what your fucking dice are rolling.
Do you want me to change them? How do you change the dice color?
You go to dice and then you change it.
What the fuck? What does that mean?
Under tools, there's a button for dice.
Under tools.
Yeah, top right.
Yeah, Cote,
tool.
I got
Combat tracker is the very last one in that row. The combat tracker. Click on it.
All right. Well, you detect the path. So what you see is a bunch of tracks carved into the ground, presumably from the oaken bolters, and footprints of varying sizes because you got gnomes and orcs. And you follow it very easily. What is there to say other than that?
I don't know. Not much.
Not much. I know you. So you follow it for 10 minutes without catching up to them, but you're confident you're still on that path. And at some point, you realize that you are definitely on that path because you see the giant line that Scrog cut through the undergrowth.
Okay.
And you're walking through it, and you can see plain as day that they followed it to get to the base, and off you go back in the other direction.
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
will
sorry, I'm
follow
still
that
sorry,
path too because
Coco.
I know it's cleared.
What is
All right, Lunaris, you get the impression. I don't know how to exactly say it, so we'll just, how will I say this? Okay. When you guys were coming toward this place, you were walking east. So
From west to east, you mean?
yes.
Okay.
So you left Kaer it went out the top.
Town is left. Town is left. Ocean is right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Sure. But when you leave Kaer out the north direction, the mines are left, and your camp and your boat and this thing are all to the right, and that's east. So you get the impression that he is back towards the town. The only place from where you are that there's more than a couple 100 feet of land to the ocean is to the east and to the south, and he's like coming into the southeast general direction.
Is everybody
Davos has taken off to the east?
Is everybody still within earshot?
Like you three are all traveling together, but Davos is gone.
Davos is gone, and everybody else is inside. Okay. Shit, I should have screamed out like we should have met at camp if anything went to shit.
Say that out loud as Lunaris. If you say that out loud as Lunaris, Davos or Polly's gonna go, "Oh, don't worry about that, Lunaris. I can animal messenger that shit." Perfect. I know I don't get a lot of credit in this group, but I'm actually a pretty competent druid. No problem.
Polly, your ancestors would be pleased of how handsome your mustache is.
I appreciate that, Lunaris.
This little thing?
Plumage is quite nice.
Yes. I can pout like the rest of them.
That information.
Oh, this little thing covers it. He actually has a little Hitler mustache.
All right.
I can't see his portrait good enough. Oh no, he has a full on. Okay.
He's got like a classic goatee.
Yeah, I just fucking imagined him with that tiny little mustache.
I just need him to have like the bottom of his chin not attached to his lip, and he has to have a soul patch goatee.
Oh wait, that's not a goatee. He's got the full chin strap going on, and then it's the thin. It's
the thin strap.
He kind of looks like that one starship commander from Star Wars. That's like a fucking fish thing. Like if he had no chin there, Sean, and like bigger lips.
Oh,
fish elf person.
I don't know. He's such a fucked up looking character.
Is it the guy that screams "It's a trap"? Because that's Admiral Akbar.
Fuck, I'm not sure, but one of those guys, I know there's a resemblance I can kind of see. Okay, I'm gonna stop interjecting. I'm sorry, Gote. Holy fuck, you're trying
No,
to do
don't.
things.
You're giving me time to do shit.
Okay.
I need time to do
Go
shit. I
in, tell
couldn't
me what
get.
to go do.
Do you know that there's a way
Um,
to be able to like customize your dice so that if you do radiant damage, your dice are always yellow. If you're doing frost, it's always blue.
I think that's you because you bought the dice pack. I don't
That's
think we have
Fuck.
that.
fucking
That dice
gross. I like it. I like it a lot.
Oh no, I have the elemental basics pack because you bought it.
Because if she doesn't tell me what to go do, I'm just going to follow the group of people.
She tells you to sit tight because you guys are gonna chill, and I hope no one comes to kill us all.
So wait, Sean, like just metagame. I'll wait till his messenger gets there, his animal messenger. But are we gonna meet back at this camp or our camp? I think we should meet back here.
I say we should get the fuck out of here just in case something happens where Bucky-O gets tortured and fucking ends up telling them where we are. We should all meet at the other camp.
Fuck, we're gonna be in danger though if they tell
got the
Rick
map
this
or
what's
what?
going on.
Yep. I got the map.
Bucky O'Hare.
Forest surrounding the entrance. Cool. All right, so Davos is off.
Yeah.
Did you
Davos-
just make that?
No. This was supposed to be where this entire fucking encounter took place. But
Mhm.
Lunaris didn't tell the rest of the party that he heard the fucking shit coming up the chimney hole. He just let them walk in, and everybody was like, oh, what's happening? And I'm just like, well, fuck this. Sorry, Lunaris. Love you, buddy.
Yeah, but this is sick anyways.
never
man.
change.
So nope.
I claim
Yeah.
no
It's like on the way
responsibility
out, though,
for the
now.
tchotchkiness of this fucking experience.
If it was a slam dunk that if it was a slam dunk that it was going to happen, it wouldn't have been any fun. I knew it might not have been considered an alarming thing, but you know, I couldn't make it too obvious.
But instead, it took us 4 weeks. No, but seriously, on the way out, this is sick though. Like going through the forest after these guys, and they're
Yeah.
going to
I
find.
knew a
Gaggle out
portal
here.
to our next level
Sick.
was too good to be true. I knew it.
Yeah. Let's just hope it doesn't get fucking just Boanne already said she can't possibly hope to finish it now. Anyway, Davos, you successfully follow the path. No issue. You get all the way to the edge of the map. It's not the map doesn't go that far, so hooray.
Do I see them in sight at all?
Nope.
These guys fucking booking shit out of. God damn.
Maybe. At this point, you start to see the sun peek over the horizon. Dawn is starting to become a thing, so it's like just barely lighter than not completely dark or whatever the fuck.
Okay. I can't
And
remember if
Twilight?
this side towards
Yeah.
here was past that. Wasn't this past the mines and stuff? Or
No,
was it on the other side of town?
if you want to get to the mines, you have to go all the way back to the town of Kaermoran and pass it and keep going.
Yeah, okay. So it was the other side of town. Okay, so I'll okay. Should I keep pursuing these guys is my question here because I haven't seen them yet.
You're pretty confident you're hot on the trail.
Okay, I'll just
Morning
keep
is
pursuing.
coming. So. Yep. So you three, Polly and Lunaris and Edmund, you're just gonna keep following the scry or whatever that Lunaris cast. If you want to if you want to do a survival check on top of that, you're welcome to. But
Say that one more time, sorry.
If you want to stack a survival check on top of that to spot tracks, you can, but you already know where you're going. You just feel your way through the brush in a straight line. We're not gonna have you fight those things again because it's not nighttime. Okay, so as you start to travel in that direction, Polly makes a remark. He's like, "Oh yes, I know exactly where Yaggle is. There's a place just down where the smokestack comes out, where you can smell the fumes from the forge. I know he likes to hang out there when he looks at the stars, so he can still smell his his work. This seems to be the direction we're going. Makes sense." And Lunaris, you're just like, yeah, man, this guy's a fucking geek. There's a lot he can teach me.
Dude, as you were saying that, I thought you were gonna say down by the, and then you stopped.
Down
the bay
by
where
the
watermelons
river.
grow. Yeah. Down to
No.
my home. You just get. I'm so sorry. I can't stop.
It's
Can't stop, won't
all
stop.
good. All right, I got another map. I think.
Jesus.
Down by the
Might
bay
not,
where
I
the
can't-
watermelons grow.
Can't remember.
It's
leaning towards no, I don't. Woods. Jesus Christ! All right, this is starting to get a little bit ridiculous, but hey, man, I fucking got it here. May as well use it. Polly, Edmund, Scrog, Daenerys, Davos.
oh
Map. It's a map. I'm gonna share it if I can click on the fucking button. Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
It's
now we're in the forest.
fucking woods, man. Why?
The sticks.
Oh, why did I do that?
How are these dice, guys? Is this color better?
Yay! I can see the numbers.
Made it a darker
Okay.
color for the number.
Davos is up here.
What about mine?
Oh
You
god, what?
fuckers are all
It's just
down
white
here.
on white. Oh, it was a 20.
Yeah, it's root now. I'll never roll another one.
Yeah, why did you do that? When it's white, too.
All right, you guys find Yaggle leaning against the smokestack, and he looks like he's whittling a piece of wood that he just picked off the ground. His hands are shaking.
Mom spaghetti.
Next week. Fist bump.
What's up, dude?
Tokens.
How'd I end up outside?
Just so you can see what's happening, I drug your token along.
Oh.
You know how it is. God, I wish I could see the
Decker,
full-
Black and Decker, Black and Decker.
What?
Black and Decker, like tools?
Yeah, yeah.
They
Fuck
don't
yeah.
get it. They don't get it. I got it.
I didn't get it.
You know what it is. Black and Decker, Black and Decker, Black and
Oh,
Decker.
black and yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
My heart is filled with the sound of music.
Oh God.
Well, that took too fucking long. All right, there's Yaddle on the map, just whittling away his life. All right, so you guys will walk up to him. Polly.
Yaggle all the humanity, they're all dead. No,
Oh,
no.
really? Polly. Lunaris, right? Yes, Lunaris. I suppose you have come to find me because either everyone has been slaughtered or taken prisoner, or because, well, everyone from the other side has been slaughtered or taken prisoner. What's the good word? And he flashes you an awkward, wry grin.
What's the word?
So Polly's gonna basically fill him in on what happened. It's like, yeah, we got sucked into this fucking amulet and blah 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 blah. And then after he starts talking, Yaggle opens up. He's like, "Oh yes, we figured that was what happened, but it all happened so fast. We weren't even sure. I mean, we all know what Boan said about using the amulet for. She must be so upset. Anyway, when you all got sucked in, we all absconded as best we could. There was no one left behind, of course, because I don't know how she manages to get everyone to do what she says, but wow. I mean, I'm so glad we have her as a leader, able to get those guys to voluntarily enter. I wouldn't go in there if my life depended on it. Anyway, the and he starts listing them off by name, but their names aren't important. The people that Pasha was there to arrest, he's like, they all scattered. I think they'll be staying underground and for probably a long time now. I'm sure we'll be able to find them. They've probably gone to some of the evacuation sites, and he briefly goes over how there are like muster points that the Enclave has where we all meet here in case something goes to shit, just like Davos said. And he's like, I'm sure we can contact them when the time is right, but it's too dangerous now. We never know when we're being watched, or this place surely isn't safe anymore. Oh, I'll have to give up my baby. And he starts to stroke the smokestack of the chimney. And he's like, well, we'll get over it. You, Birdman, Lunaris, maybe you and I can build a new forge together, bigger and better than the old one. What do you say?
You can kind of see a drop of spits start to slowly go down and drip onto the ground. You can see like Lunaris salivating to the point of barely being able to keep standing up.
Nice. Ah, and there's one other thing. Go take a look around the back of the chimney.
Whee!
Holly will also go around back. Around back of the chimney, you see one. You see two, but one is busted all to pieces, and one seems to be intact. You see two of the oaken bolters.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and yeah, as you look upon them with impressment,
Edmund will
that's the
say
word.
in game. Oh, no shit.
Yes. Pernicious and Osmodiar helped me push them back here while they were trying to flee Pasha's army. So, I mean, I don't think they're coming back right now because, like I said, they're in hiding, and I have to go in hiding too. But I couldn't resist coming and smelling the sulfur one last time. And who knows what Boann and her friends in the capital can reverse engineer from these. They look evil, to be honest with you. I don't like them one bit, but we need to know what the enemy's doing. And he kind of gesticulates toward them like a Price is Right model.
If I look at them a little closer now, they're not trying to kill me. Do I detect who may be the craftsman of these? Like, can I pinpoint who might have made them or anything like that?
Goditch's name right at the bottom on the wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Acme Oaken Bolter.
I think I might be able to help you with this. Cast guidance on you. I will assist you to try to figure that out.
Well, you detect that it's like a kind of like a clockwork automaton, but it also runs off magic. And you, what did you roll? You rolled.
I haven't
You
rolled.
haven't
You haven't
rolled.
told
Okay.
me to roll.
I haven't told you to roll that. I'm glad I stopped talking. You're trying to check it out. Okay, that's gonna be an Arcana for sure, at least. And
Boosh kadoosh!
And don't forget your
Yeah.
D4.
I don't think I can give you anything other than Arcana.
Well.
Yeah, you can tell it's clockwork and magic. You do recognize the magic to be similar to something that Fisker would fuck with, and it reminds you of his, combination magic building that you saw so often with his contraptions.
I'm gonna kick one of them. Does it move or react?
Nope. It seems to have energy stored in it, but it seems to be waiting
If I
for orders.
remember, somebody was kind of controlling them, right?
Someone was succeeding at controlling them.
Can I discern how to control them?
Be an investigation, wouldn't
it? That is a good question.
I just figure investigation is how you find out how to fuck with traps.
Hmm.
This is why I liked adding engineering in as a skill.
It's a good one. I'm just trying to make the right choice. Okay. We're gonna go with performance on this one. No, are we? It's charisma based. It doesn't make sense. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. It occurs to you that the Oaken Bolter is probably not sentient in any traditional sense. And so, the fact that you know what it is at all in a meta sense, I'm just gonna let you commandeer it, as if it was an object. So it doesn't have a will. It just does what you want if you own it, because it's only, if it did have a free will, its only goal would be its own continued existence. And the shortest path to that objective is to do whatever whoever is in control of it wants, because it's can't make sure it doesn't get fucking smashed.
Do we have to attune to it?
No. It's treated as a weapon, like a sword. It's just an NPC. It's a fucking mob, but it's a weapon. So if you tell it to fire at the tree, it's going to fire at the tree.
Cool. It's a turret. We should get this
Okay.
thing down where the portal is.
And the reason
I'm
for
gonna tell
that
it-
is because I literally cannot think of a single other way to fucking handle this.
I'll tell it to pull its string taunt.
It would have to fire its string first.
If it's loaded.
Yeah, it's a ballista. It's got the ability to shoot a regular bolt or the tether bolt, right?
Can I just pull the bolt out and see if it? I just want to see if it responds to my commands. Move forward 5 feet.
It moves forward 5 feet.
Okay, go into that bush, both of you.
It occurs to you that you could probably give it commands at a higher level of abstraction, than that. Like, seek out this thing that you've seen before, and if you can find it, kill it, but not all the way. It would probably be able to do that just fine. What? Kill Lunaris.
Yep.
Maim Lunaris. Yeah,
Yeah,
you go ahead.
Go into this bush and remain hidden until I return. Don't respond to anybody else's commands.
Sure. It obeys you.
I don't know if it'll work.
Yeah, no, I know
Yeah,
you don't, because you rolled a 12, but it does that.
But that's what I'm commanding it to do, and I'm going to hide it with bushes. Okay, well, that's a plus.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
So Yagle comes over and he's like, "Yep, good idea, Edmund. Good idea. I was gonna do that myself, but I wanted to show you guys first. It was really nice of those guys to help me get those over here, because I couldn't figure out how to make them do what I wanted. It looks like you just have to. What did you just tell it to move and it moved? I'll say yes for you." I was like, should I really just make him say it out loud? And he's like, oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I wonder what made it listen to you. I mean, surely if we had been in combat with it and you just told it to attack Pasha, it wouldn't have done so. Yes, we need to do research on these. Where's Boann?
Is Edmund
back in the cage.
Who's in current possession of the amulet?
I don't think nobody really took it back. Pasha caught it.
So Pasha has it?
Nope. Maybe. You don't know, actually. Oh, no, that's not right. Polly would never allow that to happen. As soon as you guys came back, because nobody made a move for it, so we'll say Polly snatched it out of the brook that Pasha was laying in.
I just wasn't sure if Edmund had it on him, because, like, if the person with the amulet could tell what those fuckers to do, that'd be crazy.
Oh man, I wish Pasha and Boan had not been there, because if you guys had forgotten to snatch the amulet and it got washed away, that'd have been a fucking awesome subplot. But Polly would never be that stupid. Polly has the amulet. Yeah, sorry, Scrog, you're not getting to do much tonight because you had to stay behind. But
That's what I was trying to ask you if I was supposed to stay behind, but yeah, you said Boan said stay behind.
yeah, well, I mean, you could have asked to go. She said, "Is there anybody that's stealthy and is
Well-
good in the dark that can go with them?" And
That's none of my attributes.
exactly. So
Technically,
you were
it's not
This-
mine either.
player by staying back.
This
But yeah.
isn't crazy
He could
far
also
away from the actual
No, it's
entrance
not
to the
that far.
mine, right?
No, it's probably 300-400 feet.
Well, do you think these are safe here?
The bolters.
We-
I mean, I think we should take them back in and defend the place in case they come back.
I
but
concur
what if
that
they
would
have
give
some kind of-
Bowen some time to work on the portal more. Maybe we could close up shop, get it really well defended in there.
Polly
All right, then,
pipes up
follow
and he
me.
goes, Polly goes, well, we don't know how they work, Yagle. I mean, what if those guys come back and they can instantly take control of them as soon as they walk in and turn them on us? Do we really want something like that hiding out in there with us? And they start to get into a little squabble about it.
Does it look like these could go up and down stairs?
Nah, not easily. The wheels are pretty big, so if it was like small stairs, yeah. But if it was like a spiral staircase in a castle, like no fucking way. If
Would they be like
just,
a large creature or like a medium-sized
Medium.
creature?
medium creature.
I'll just make the decision for them. Well, come with me. Follow me. Bolters. Lunaris, you might want to. So, what's left on the damaged one?
Oh, it's totaled. It's in pieces. Like it was.
Yeah.
You ask Yagle, and he's like, yeah. No, I carried those pieces here in my arms. I scooped them up off the ground. I don't know what happened.
Is there any bowstring from any of the broken parts? Like what? Like I'm going to examine it to see if there's anything useful that I can use tools wise from within.
It's made out of wood. You see the front of it where the bow comes out. It almost looks like the skull of a farm animal, or so like a ram's skull or something like that. But it was no horns, and it's been broken in half, and the top jaw of it is there, and it's like a long, intricately carved piece of wood. So you can take that. The bow and bendy mechanism is not there. That's just kind of the middle rigid section, and then there's the cart section at the bottom. 3 of the wheels are intact. One of them is broken in half. The 3 that are intact are attached to the bottom chassis, and so it's basically like 3 big pieces: the chassis, the wheel, and the body with the head on it, and then just a bunch of splinters.
Yeah, so no rope at all or anything. Okay.
No rope, no. And you see the rope on the intact one, and it looks like it's just under like insane force. It almost looks like it's so tight it must be like magicked into place, and you wonder whether it might even vaporize when the thing is destroyed. Like it might even be like a magical rope.
I'm
You're
gonna
not
look
even sure.
towards the smithing. Do you think it's at all repairable?
Oh, well, I mean, I could put it back together so it looks like it used to, but there's no way it would work. This is built with magic.
Leave that part to me. Let's bring it with us anyway.
Oh, happily.
Okay.
Not my area, sir. Well, it seems to be following your commands, Edmund. Maybe it. I'm not one to speculate. Well, let's be on our way, shall we? I'm not sure I should stay long. They come to think of it. Are you all staying at the camp? I mean, surely we should leave it abandoned.
Let's talk when we get there. Boan will know what to do.
Scrog lives there now.
Of course. They won't dare come back during the day. They don't want to disrupt their precious civil order. Let the mine workers know that anything is wrong. So you guys can start back, and then we'll go to Davos, and then we'll meet up with Scrog. So Davos, you now get to the main road. So, like, you might remember when you leave town and you go north, there's a road left, there's a road right. The road left goes to the mine, the road right goes to here. So, when you went on the road to the right, you guys might remember you walked for, like, I don't remember how long it was, 45 minutes to 2 hours. I don't fucking remember. And then you left the road and you had to go through the woods. So, you now get back to the road. And you're still following their tracks. And as you get back to the road, because it's a long straight road, the trees have been cut away, and you can see them marching along the side of the road, like 700 fucking meters in front of you. Like, they're really far away, but you can see them.
Okay.
You estimate that if you ran, you could catch up with them in like maybe 5 minutes, but you'd have to just full on book it. And it's probably an hour's walk at least back to town.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna head back to the Enclave and just failed mission on that one.
Well, you know where they're going.
Because I'm gonna turn uninvisible and I do know where they're going, so I'd rather meet up with everybody instead of just be in town alone after all this shit.
Right on. All right, so you double back. By now, the sunlight is it's like morning, sunrise, dawn type thing. So the other three of you guys get back to the base, and you walk in, and then about 2 minutes later, Davos comes running in, and then we can go back to the regular map. Our compound. Push it, yeah, you push it, yeah, you push it. Oh, you guys aren't on it anymore because the combat tracker actually pulls your tokens from the other map. Fuck. All right, let's drop you all in the middle there, and you can have a tea party. Ollie, there is. That everybody? No. Yeah, that's everybody. Except Boan. There you go. Bitch. I like that he automatically assumed that she was former lover of Pasha's. That was very astute. There you go. All right, everybody's in a happy circle jerk fucking arrangement. I am gonna grab another coffee. Oh.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh. Oh. Montequilla.
Mm.
Hey, it's dead silent. Hooray.
Bow, bow, bow.
Wait, what's going on?
No, I just came back.
Oh, okay.
All right, so when you all come back in, and Scrog's been spectating this the whole time, Imogen and Boann are arguing about the nature of the dragons in the amulet, and Imogen's just like, no, I'm sure of it. They can't possibly. They have to be dragons, otherwise you wouldn't be able to remove material. You can't harvest the heart of something that's imaginary. And Imogen's like, yes, but think about it, Imogen. They don't behave like dragons. They don't speak like dragons. There's nothing about them. They're completely immaterial. I don't understand how we're able to the whatever we're taking out of that other plane. It has to be coming from somewhere. You can't just create matter out of nothing. Something is providing that heart, Imogen. Don't you understand? Bah, you don't get it at all. And they're arguing about this. So you all walk in on this. They're around a roaring fire. They seem pretty confident that they're not going to be disturbed by any of Rictus's guys during the day. So there's an uneasy yet relaxed atmosphere, I guess. So a big concern right now for the party is that Boann seems to believe that she has to abandon her portal, which, other than Rictus providing you a boat or Tharbek providing you a boat, was really the only way to get out of here.
Dude,
So
she is
that's the
not
concern.
abandoning that portal. Like, she's not going to do it.
So, without
Bitch, go
making us
catch
roleplay
hands.
all of it, are we under the consensus that this is what we want to talk to her about?
I want to. Like,
All right. She
bitch
seems to
don't
think
catch
it's a lost
hands.
cause. If you want to convince her to keep the portal, you can roll a persuasion check and just do a little light role
Oh
playing.
yeah, I want that to be the end result still.
And I want a guidance. Who's ever persuading?
Okay,
Yep,
well,
yep, agree.
persuasion with a +6. Who is better? Does anyone else want to persuade her to keep this portal?
I think she should
I'll
keep
give you
the
a
portal,
+2
but I don't want to
synergy
be the.
bonus if
I
you all
don't.
do it.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Okay. Okay, I'm doing it. What's guidance, Sean? How much?
1d4, but you can roll it
Okay,
after
well,
your.
I will use it though.
Okay.
Okay. Oh my god.
Roll another
That's
d4 and
not
add it to
rolls.
14.
Really bad.
Oh, it's a 4. 18.
Okay.
And you said we
Anyone
give
else
them
gonna join the
synergy?
argument? If everyone does it. Everyone has to be on board.
Everyone has to persuade?
Yep.
Oh, like we
Okay.
actually have to roll it. Oh, okay.
Synergy
Well-
doesn't exist in 5th edition as far as I know, so I can make the rules up however I want. If everyone rolls a persuasion check and confirms that you're arguing with Boann, I will give you all +2 to the highest roll.
That ain't
That
me.
is a halo around the die. And we just need Scrog, who may be asleep by now, and I don't
I'm
really
not
blame him.
asleep. I'm just.
I wouldn't blame you. Wouldn't blame you. You got a little bit fucked over there. Did you roll persuasion? Are you against what we're... Do you want to disagree? You feel you can put your own 2 cents in if you really think we should abandon it.
I
No,
really
we
want
shouldn't
the
abandon
portal. Yeah, no.
We should keep the portal going.
Roll persuasion. Don't get a 1. Good. So that's
Oh,
20, I
no.
guess, if you take the guidance and then +2 synergy into account. All right. So, I mean, Boann is extremely strong build, but she's also extremely inclined towards positive devotion too. So, upon being told, like, yeah, no, we can do this, she softens her stance a little bit and she goes, Imogen, do you really think we can defend this place? I mean, we have no idea what they're coming back with and when. I mean,
Or
they
if.
come down on us with the whole might of the Zentarim army for all we know. I mean, I'm sure our people will spot forces coming and going by sea, but we don't have enough manpower to cover the whole coast. We don't know what they're going to do. We need some kind of strategy to make this place defensible. And
Well, at least you'll
Polly's-
have a portal out of
Yagel's
here.
not here. I forgot to put Yagel on the map. Yagel's going to pipe up and he's going to be like, well, we got this oaken bolter. I mean, one's not going to do it, but every little bit helps, right? And
Oh, do you have 2?
no, the other one was smashed to bits.
Oh, I thought that was 3 total. Sorry.
There were 3 before.
One got away.
But
One
yeah,
didn't
well,
die.
you don't know what happened to the third one. Yaggle had 2. 1 was smashed to bits. There were 3 before. Where'd the third one go? Who could fucking say? Maybe it's still in here, hidden in the corner somewhere. Of
Can
course, I
I,
wouldn't say that if it was. What?
Can I want to go back to where Pasha was standing.
Yeah, you can move freely. I'll unlock you. He was in that creek there.
Okay, I'm trying to get to right here, and he did something that I don't know if anybody else picked up on. I'm going to look down, and I'm going to find his Zentrine pin that he threw on the ground.
Ah, very nice. So you find it pretty easily. It's shining in the bottom of the creek bed, and it says
I'm gonna put it on my Yanti skin.
it says something to the along the lines of Order of the International Coterie of Mercantilism, or whatever the fuck I said before.
I'm gonna put it on my shirt.
It
Put it
has
on my shirt.
put it on your
yeah.
shirt. It has an emblem on it, but it's kind of abstract. You're not really sure. You can make a history check to see if you recognize the emblem from anywhere else in your past. Oh, I wasn't prepared for that.
God damn.
It's eerily familiar, like the melody to a song that you're pretty sure you've heard before, but just came out 10 minutes ago. It's almost like something that you may have seen so many times that you've forgotten to really look at it.
Understood.
Oh, good. I'm
I'm
not
going
sure
to
I
put it
understood
on
that.
I'm going to put it on the inside of my Yanti skin, so it's not completely visible.
Yeah, you can put it in your inventory if you want. Put Pasha's guild pin or whatever you want to.
That's
Merchant
cute. That
coterie pin.
you think it's Pasha's still. That's cute.
Okay, so you have intrigued Boan with your thoughts of keeping this place going. So yeah, Polly's piping up and putting his 2 cents, and he's like, "Yeah, you know what? We can't leave that giant circle and that giant entranceway in here. We have to close it up and make a back door or something. How can we do this? Oh, we've already
Bombs.
crawled in all those caves in the wall. None of them go anywhere. Oh, surely there's a way." And then Yaggle goes, "Oh, the chimney! The chimney! Oh, what about the chimney? None of us can fit through there." "Yes, but we can dig it out, can't we?" And he's like, "Ha ha ha!" He waves his finger in the air. He looks around the group and he's like, "How are you all at excavation?"
Pretty good with my footing and climbing of ropes and stuff. I'm pretty sure I could get up there.
"We need to rip out this masonry chimney and double the
Oh,
size of it at least. Reinforce the walls.
we need strong people though.
We'll have our own escape hatch. This chimney runs several hundred feet. It's no small undertaking, but I think this is the way to do this safely. What do you think, Boan?" I like it. I like it. We use the earth to hide ourselves as Mother Nature intended." And then she shakes her head and she's like, "Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to get all fucking... I'm a bard now."
Possibly use the ballista as an early warning system.
Ah, yes, genius. Traps and trinkets. I love it. Use the enemy's technology against them. My friend here, he's smarter than you give him credit for. And Yaggle pats you on the back again. You guys are having a bromance now.
Dope
Oh
as
my god, we
fuck.
finally get to make fucking claymores, Scrog. We'll set up tripwires with the fucking bombs of glycerin sand.
So you
Or
say
the filter.
Claymore, and I definitely didn't think fucking explosive.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Claymore.
I was thinking like a great sword.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. Some tripwires with the bombs. We gotta make more of that. Yeah, they seem pretty worried about the Zentarim attacking and shit, but at the same time, we're gonna have to like figure out what's going on with fucking pompous ass over there with the wine. Like, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. We're gonna have to go figure it out. If she's gonna keep the portal going, then they can stay here and people can get ready. But we have to go figure out what's going on, don't we? Like, what do you guys think?
I have to return here for about 10 minutes a day and concentrate on the spell, but I must do so in the most purest of quietudes. So I need to be.
Quietudes.
Yeah. I honestly, the way that Sean fucking paints with words, I'm trying to imitate it the best I can because it makes me so happy, and I think I just succeeded.
The quietude.
I don't think that's a word, but you knew what I
like
fucking
it.
meant, didn't you?
Oh, I did.
Yep.
I
100%.
just looked at the waterfalls there, and I was like, she just meditates and is like, oh.
We do have a boat. We could spend. We need to abscond quickly. We could get to the sea.
We cannot get to the sea.
Well, to the sea, not to the ocean. Right? Maybe.
To wherever the water gets deep-ish. I mean, yeah, you can go out a fair bit. Like, you can probably lose sight of the horizon. Or the land, rather.
But they have a lot of boats. They
I
would just come
expected
for us.
Like for the king, you know what I mean? Like we're in the boat that can only go along the shorelines.
Death is perfect analogy.
Pretty much, yeah.
Um,
Well, I think we do have to figure out the defense of this place, but we gotta go figure out what the fuck's going on. I don't know how we're gonna go about that.
we have to have somebody here at all times. We're lucky that they didn't spot the teleportation circle, and we're actually not entirely sure that they didn't. Surely, if they know about it, they'll want to come back here to destroy it. An uninterrupted flow of Enclave support flowing into Kaer Morhen is something they'll never tolerate. We have to keep this defended 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at all costs.
Bowen, how fast can you guys fix a boat?
Fix a boat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, as I said before, we don't do a lot of seafaring. She reminds you of the conversation you guys had about how the Emerald Enclave gets people in by shore, and it's like they can only get a couple people in every month.
But if we open the portal, they can get people from that city.
Yeah, Luke Tane is where the opposite side of the portal is, and Luke Tane is also where you were asked to accompany Rictus to as his personal bodyguards.
Yeah. So, but I still feel like we have to do the good thing here, and I'm leaning more towards just fucking murder Rictus. Like, just get it over with. Like, I don't even know. Pasha
That sounds like
fucked
something
us.
that happens to someone when they can't stop murdering. It's like, oh, I got murder Rictus. I can't help it.
Yeah, well, like I don't see it going any other way here. Like now they're gonna attack us at the Emerald Enclave. We gotta defend this portal. It's like why not just preemptive strike, kill Pasha in his fucking sleep, and as he wakes up, you're like, you fucked up, wrong choice, slit, and then just go find the rest.
Yeah, that's much less evil than the alternative. Just murder this guy and his
I can't believe you made it. I can't believe you made it through a season with Finnick in the party. I cannot believe it.
I'm leaning towards that now. I can't. How the fuck is Rictus gonna come out of this? Oh yeah, no worries. We'll just shut down our minds and everything will be fine. He's gonna be like, "Fuck you, bitch," and then he's just gonna run at you and just start slapping your ass. I don't know.
Rictus is really persuasive. I hope he doesn't convince Pasha to spill the beans, even though Pasha legitimately intends not to. I am going to roll for that. He's going to
give him a year's salary, and we're all fucked.
That's it.
Seriously, this guy needs to die. I don't know. I don't see it going good.
Hear me out. The fact that he can give Pasha a year's salary means he could pay somebody to fix our boat and get the fuck out of here.
Well, he already offered to do that for you, right?
I've been trying to get the fuck off of this rock.
He offered you a boat. You even went out on a test run for him, remember? And he paid you.
Yeah, and that boat was trash. I gave him his boat back and kept the boat that I took from the Enclave.
He doesn't have a fucking ocean-faring boat. He offered to get one for you.
Oh, no, I want him to fix my boat.
Yeah, I don't think I can't remember whether he agreed to do that or not, but it's not.
He did.
The only way he could do that would be by having Tharbek in his pocket, which He may.
He does. We've already talked about that. He can move me in the queue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
6, but hear me out. Hear me out. We were 6 weeks out when we started, and this battle took 4 weeks.
Well, it took 4 weeks of real world time, not a
Damn it.
fucking D&D
Damn
time.
Yeah, and this honestly, this campaign is called the fucking Caspian Sea, not the Caspian Portal. So you know, I want to get the fuck back on the ocean.
The Caspian Portal. That is the best line
Like-
since season 1. Holy fuck!
Like, I'm starting to think,
Called the
fuck this
Caspian
portal. Like,
Are we
get the
starting to
fuck on the sea. Like, every time we're on the sea, it's fun. Okay, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I was a Davos shark. Like, why not?
Oh god, that's a delight.
Oh my god, I don't know. The fucking Caspian portal. I want the portal, but now I'm starting to like the boat idea.
And that is Gorzo's way.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm so wish-washy. I'm a horrible player of this game. I'm like,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
like, oh yeah,
What
Emerald
it is, Davos, is you are like, alright, so like you're the oldest of us, but you're the youngest mentality of us
yeah.
in the group, and you have Lunaris over there who is very rightfully good, and then you have Skrog,
Mhm.
right? So
And then we
like
got Edmund, who's like trying to figure it out, like actually talk to
Edmund's
everyone.
just like whatever
But like,
works,
this
man,
is
whatever
fucked.
works.
Like, nothing's working.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
you
don't
pretty
know.
much
Well,
you
Alright,
pretty
so
much swung the pendulum to one side at this point. It's not all the way there, but it's a long
It's
we're
not
track.
all the way
we are
there.
all in a group now, right?
We could turn it
Yeah.
around in one more
Okay.
swing.
So
Everybody's chilling.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room and let Boann and Polly know that they know for a fact that I'm still wish-washy on whether I'm on their side or not. Alright, like everybody knew that me walking into the room. But Rictus has me already on a paycheck. So I could continue to work for Rictus doing mediocre in my job to keep on the paycheck. He wants us to go to the wherever that location is. The one that starts with an L, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's all good.
He wants us to go there as his personal bodyguards. I could physically get Rictus off of this island for.
Hang on a second. Why are you all working with Rictus? Are you playing both sides?
Listen, lady.
Boann is like has a
listen,
piercing
lady.
Listen,
hair.
lady.
Right,
Karen.
listen, lady. Before, if it wasn't for us, your boy right there had been fucking drowned in a pool of his own blood on the docks. Okay, I was walking up to Rictus's place and heard him getting his ass beat in the back. Walked outside, picked him up off the ground after everything was done, took him to Hack Meats, got him care, and now we're here.
I'll say this,
Now,
Scrog.
back
You
to what I
don't
was
know
saying.
who you're messing with.
Lady, I
Rictus
don't
will
know
leave a
you
trail
either.
of corpses just
I
because his
don't.
cornflakes didn't have enough milk in them.
Well, have you ever had dry cornflakes?
They're pretty good. Yeah, oh my god.
I'm a
Uh,
vegan.
Um,
I don't need anything that casts a
soy milk?
shadow.
Soy milk? Okay, is that better? Like,
I'm looking over saying they're looking pretty good right
Ah.
now.
And Paul Yagel's gonna pipe up and he's like, now, I'm sick of this new age shit. Scrog, let me tell you something. There's no such thing as soy milk because there's no soy titty, is there?
is there tits on an almond?
Anyway, the point is, they've just Boann didn't really know you guys were courting affection from fucking
We weren't
Rictus, but
courting
now she
affection from
does, and
anybody.
she's like, "Hey, what the? Are you guys mercenaries or like?" Anyway, the situation glosses over quickly, but that comes as a surprise to those two anyway. Imogen not so much. It comes as a surprise to those two that you're so well acquainted with the Zentarim already.
Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
used to own this motherfucking island. Like, we're
Well-
just trying to figure out what's going on and who's in power here.
That
But
explains.
we wanna help you.
That explains
But
that, like,
you have
half.
zero plan. Like, zero. Like, how is this gonna work out? Like, how are we gonna fix what's going on in Kaer Morhen? Like, with this
Amos.
small group.
You were there for the meeting. You sat in on the discussion. If you had something to share, why didn't you share it then? You know everything that we do. We have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. How many more plans do you want us to make?
I'm
How
gonna raise
many
my hand.
plans
I wanna
involve
raise my hand.
ghosts?
I wanna
Because
raise my
I think
hand.
that's a little fucking out there.
Two of
You
them,
know what I mean?
actually.
I still have the
Two of
scroll
them,
of minor
actually.
illusion too, if we need it.
Scrog is holding his hand up as high as he can. As high as he can.
All right, I'll get to you in a second. As an
Oh,
aside, Boan recalls to all of you the meeting that they had where they went over the
Yeah.
4 options they have.
That's true.
One of them being convince the surprisingly religious Zentarim that their god doesn't approve of what they're doing and that basically just Scooby-Doo them into fucking off.
Yeah,
Plan number 2
Scooby-Doo
was to make
plan.
the workers rebel against them for the reasons that she listed before. And then plan number 3 was to basically just go in swinging. And plan number 4 didn't exist because I misspoke.
Okay. I'm going to build Plan D. It will incorporate a lot of the plans out of A and B. So I can get
What?
Rictus physically off of the island. Okay, so that will take the head off of the snake. Right. So I take Rictus off of the island and go
Smooth.
to this location. Right. You guys do all the shit show that needs to happen while he's gone.
Rictus was pretty clear that he wanted the whole team of bodyguards. Like, I don't think he's going to take just you, Scrog. He needs, like, a battalion.
Son of a bitch.
You can try to convince him, but you know that that's not what he's expecting.
Yeah, he's expecting us all to go. Like,
Yes,
work
like,
with him, all of us go with him.
I am not good at the
by all
persuading
means,
thing, guys.
persuade him, but yeah, okay.
I don't persuade, I just make things happen.
Well,
I
you
know,
can
and that's what
convey.
I was about to say there too, is like, I don't have enough time for these fucking plans. I want like, no, I'm not gonna say that.
Well, one of the plans is to just kill them all, so, you know.
Yeah. But I don't
That's
think
the
we can
reason that
do
the
that
fucking
with
portal
this.
is there, is to facilitate that if they ever decide to go that way. Like, they need people. They need to move equipment and weaponry through. But, I mean, they don't want to kill the guys. They just want to sabotage the mine, right? But it is an option.
Listen up, y'all. This is sabotage.
There was a couple of drunk fuckers, remember, up in the corner by that bush that were pushing for just kill everyone during the meeting, and then they got shouted down.
Shut it down.
Well, it does just happen when we happen to be around, so. Well,
Right,
The
like
only
it's the craziest thing. We do all this bureaucratic work, and I still end up killing half the people we talk to.
yeah. The only thing we're gonna do between now and the end is wrap up any conversation that needs to happen here, and then you should start planning how you're gonna defend this place and find a place
And
for your
also
next long
execute a
rest.
plan. One of the plans.
Oh, hey,
Well, you
while
don't
I'm
have to
over
pick from the
here,
list. It was just that's what the Enclave was cooking with before you guys
Yeah,
showed up.
yeah, but just maybe like get an idea of how we're gonna actually
while
deal
I'm
with
over
this.
here picking up this pin, I'm also going to pick up the loose change and trinkets that fell out of Edmund's pocket.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
They're miscellaneous tchotchkes that are not
Oh yeah,
worth
that's
being
it.
on
That's
an inventory sheet.
Oh no, I'm literally just gonna put Edmund's random shit because I'm going to randomly just start putting it in other people's pockets.
For fuck's sake. That's what makes you happy. Who am I to deny?
But yeah, I'd be good with wrapping it up pretty soon here. So
Yeah,
I
that's
should go
all.
to
That's
bed.
all I got. That's all I got for you. So, I honestly would appreciate a meta conversation over the next week where the party provides me with the direction that they're going to go in, so I can write it. Because if we start in this room next week and I'm like, "Hey, what are you guys going to do?" Now I have to write it as we go. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
So just try and
Scrog,
figure it.
Scrog's
Do it
going to go
now
try
if
to
you
talk
have
to
to.
Rictus. I'm going to go try to talk to Rictus.
And tell him what though? Like he's gonna just say, "Hey,
I'm not
turn
going
on
to.
the Emerald Enclave."
I'm not telling him anything. I'm
Then
just
why
gonna
would
be
you go
talking
see him? Why would you go see him?
as in
Explain.
to keep up the same fucking camaraderie that we already have and not break any type of fucking suspicions.
He's like the don't burn any bridges type. It's weird for an orc, but I like it.
So
Feel
if
like
we're
he's
trying,
gonna fucking know.
so if we're trying to do shady shit to somebody, the best thing to do is to keep in pure contact with that person while we're doing shady shit to them until we can completely do the shady shit we were trying to do. If we cut contact with him now, he's going to get suspicious on why we cut contact.
Oh, that is true, because now we have to continue executing a plan, and if Pasha didn't tell him about this, that it just didn't work out. Like, we got all trapped up in the forest, we didn't see any
Yeah.
organized
I'll say
shit
this:
going
I'm
on,
probably
then
going to
we can...
stick with the Smith and stay with him until further notice, basically.
Scrog's demeanor 100% changed when we came out of the whatever you want to call it, little fucking chunk of crystal that they're
Oh,
carrying around.
I just realized Scrog got to see firsthand what the rest of the party had to do to save him. That's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I mean,
I
like
guess he did.
I saw Pasha's side, and then I saw this side. So like, I have both conflicted sides of the story, so I see what's actually happening now. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, so you have a pretty good idea that Pasha was reliving traumatic memories that whole time.
Literally, from scraping his knee as a child to like, you know, the fucking hazing that happened at his
The rape of
fraternity.
Nanking or whatever the fucking
Right, yeah.
Forgotten Realms version of that is.
Oof.
That's more like a Hackmeat story. He seems like the kind of guy that murdered a bunch of children and now is trying to repent, but I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. I meant for him to give off that impression, though. Actually, fuck, I just realized something. I based Hackmeat off of a character from Dragon Age Origins. Without even realizing it. I don't remember. He's the fucking guy that you meet in one of the first towns and he's caged up for killing a bunch of fucking people. And then you find out that he did it for a righteous reason and he's all fucked up from it. I can't remember his name. That's a long time ago.
In Origins?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah, you could just kill him, right? Like, it's one of the first big decisions you can make. You can just knife him.
I'm not sure whether you can just... Oh, Sten! Sten! That's his name. Hackmeat's based off of Sten. He's a warrior of the Barasad. He has, like, gray dreadlocks. He's a canary. Yeah, no, that's it. That's fucking crazy, man. I knew I got his just archetype from somewhere. I was like, you ever write something and you're like, this is too good, it has to be stolen.
Yeah, yeah.
The name Scrog, I couldn't figure out where the fuck I knew it from, and then I was watching somebody play World of Warcraft the other day, and Scrog is the main antagonist